Hey everyone, so I don't know if this is a new video, probably will be, but at this point in time, today is what, August 15th? I haven't uploaded a single one of these videos on the series yet, so I'm working on it. I don't know what all will be included in each of the videos though, so it's been a couple of days since I last worked on the porch. Last time I did, I tore off the railing though. So now today I'm going to cut off the rest of these rim joists and all of the stringers, and then maybe I will get to replacing the stringers and the rim joists. I'm not exactly sure yet what I'm going to accomplish today, but that's the next step. And with this outside rim joist, it's kind of hard to see because the bush is in the way. Hold on. I just took a circular saw and cut it right there. So it was easiest when tearing out the railing because the split on this outside rim joist is right there, just behind these stairs, and deck boards are covering it, so I just wanted that railing gone, so I just cut that off. So I gotta remove these stairs and then I'll cut off the rest of that rim joist, and then I'll get to replacing everything. Okay, so I got all of these floor joists cut, except for this one, because I'm not sure if we're replacing this one. But essentially, my work is done with that. I got this outside deck board. I cut it right there. I'll replace the whole thing later, but it's just for convenience. I didn't feel like messing with the rest of it. So I just cut it. And I tore off the deck boards I put on these stairs, and I just tore the whole thing off because I gotta get behind it to take the rest of this off. Now I got a chisel, and I'm going to scrape all of that, just kind of clean it up. And luckily it doesn't look like there's much if any rot past over here, which is good. So I still gotta remove all those deck boards at some point, and I'm just gonna hope and pray that there isn't much rot under here. But the way that this was trending, it was like not rotten, really rotten, not rotten. So I'm hoping it was just in the center area. But now I gotta take the rest of that outside rim joist off, and then I'm gonna have to get an impact with a socket to remove those 4x4s, and I'm gonna have to cut new ones and pre-drill holes for them, and then I can figure out where I'm going to, make the new cuts for these. I think I'm going to sister a second 4x4 here. It may not be the smartest way of doing it, like the most effective, but it'll work. So I'll split one of the joists, I'll just make the cut here, remove everything that way, attach the new one to here, set to split on one here, or vice versa over here. And then this one will stay split here, or something like that. And then the outside one, I'm replacing the entire thing, just for convenience. So that's where I'm at. Everything is so rotten, all these floor joists. They just tore right off of those joist hangers. So we only bought 8 new joist hangers just to replace this whole side, because everything over here is not... almost just died. No, everything over here isn't rotten. So we're just going to leave these joist hangers. I'm going to take all the nails out and then just reuse them. And it'll be nice for me doing this by myself. I can, when I go and install the new floor joists, I won't have somebody like over here to hold it up while I tack it in there. I'll just put it in these old joist hangers, so it'll be nice. So here is a better explanation of what I was trying to explain to you all earlier. So the first outside rim joist that I already tore off will run all the way to where it cuts, right there. And then this next middle one, we're going to cut right where it conveniently cuts right at the end of the mold. So we're just going to leave all of that, just replace it up until there. So the first one, we'll replace all the way to past the stairs right there. Second one, we'll replace it here. The third one, like, matches the first one, so it's supposed to go to there. But if we replace that, it would be a pain in the butt, because we would either have to replace or tear out the middle one or mess with all of that. So what we're going to do is cut it right here, and then we'll sister another 4x4 post right there. So it'll still be strong. It's not the most effective way of doing it, but it will work and it will still be strong. So that is what we are going to do. Look at all of that rod though. So the next step is to get a cat's paw to remove the nails on these brackets on that 4x4 and that 4x4. So then I can get with the circular saw in here to cut, straight cut down on this board, and then all of this can theoretically just be torn out. And then I can start replacing everything, but I'm gonna take a break from doing that, and I'm just going to spend some time cleaning up everything. It's conveniently enough, there's this perfectly placed stone ledge to place my phone. And it's all off. So rotten that it just split like that. I just kicked it from over there and it split in half. I kicked that. Made it easy. And I got all this cleanup. Gotta do some more now, but it's looking good. So that means all of the rotten stuff is torn out now. All of the rotten stuff. So now we finally get to start building. So the next step is to put in new 4x4s, mount them on the concrete posts, and then we'll just start with this joist, run it to there, and then the next one, and then the next one. Then when those three are run, we'll start over here, joist, 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 and we'll just keep going, and then lay the new deck boards, tear the rest of the old ones out, and lay the new ones down there. And then we'll figure out what we're going to do with the railing. We're not sure if I want to rebuild the railings. Like, all that isn't rotten over there, theoretically. But all this was. All the railing, too. So we tore out all the railing and just scrapped it. But I want to replace, get all new railing. My dad and my mom, my parents, are both conflicted on if they want to just leave this part and leave all that off, or tear that off too and just leave everything open, or just replace the whole thing. I'm trying to convince them to replace the whole thing, just because I think it'll look a lot nicer. But we're still deciding on that. I am going to call it a day now, I am very exhausted and it is hot out. So I will probably pick up on this tomorrow, starting to replace all the boards, and I will see you then.